this is homework 7. And this is Kira, Ibrahim, and me. This is Dylan making the video. This was our work that we did on this project. Kira took care of task 1, which was to create an initial HTML page titled manager.html with a couple buttons. And then also to create a view customers PHP file that generates an HTML page that contains a table and list of all the customers from the Sequila database. And it also says that the table should be sorted by last name. So here we have our manager.html code for our manager page. We start up at the top as usual, setting our style and everything else that is pretty basic. We've got our body, our heading, button containers, button, and even the hover when you hover over the button. And then we have manage info, which is just the heading to put in front of the couple buttons. And so here is our HTML page that shows up like this. And you've got your button here, View Customers. So you can go to View Customers, brings up the list of customers. Pretty long list, and it does have them alphabetized by last name in alphabetical order. And you've got your last name, first name, address, city, district, postal code, and all the films that they have rented. And then, of course, if you go to the bottom, we have our Back to Manager page button. And so that all works. So now we go to task 2. Task 2 is to create the addFilm.html file. This is where our form's going to be. Where you're going to input the data on the film that you want to add to the database. And so we've got, and by the way, this is our View Customers PHP code. Again, formatting for the HTML page. And we've got all of our SQL commands here. What it's going to run, what it's going to pull back. On to the next. The add film HTML page, we formatted it like this. So it kind of looks like this. Once you click it, comes up. It's got your title up here, add new film, and it's got all of your empty fields for your form. Used drop-down menus for some, use checkboxes for one, and most of them are just open entries. So yeah, you go down through here, and here is our actual form formatting. You've got all of your different titles that we have, like you have to enter the title, it's got the place for that. We have our description, it's got the place for that. Down here where it goes to this select option, this is our drop-down menu. This is what that looks like and kind of how that's formatted. And on down here, the only other different one would be the checkbox, which just changes the input type to checkbox and allows you to identify each different checkbox. So it comes out looking like that. Okay, now we're going to add a film because I think the next one is to create the add film PHP file and to run some sample queries that prove that it did add the file. Here's our add film PHP file. We started up here creating our PDO object to connect with, and then we get straight into our if statement to start identifying our different variables and values. And the only one that was kind of tricky was because we used the checkbox was the special features. I did have to do some special handling for special features on that so that I could return multiple values as a string. And so here down here we have our parameter binding. And again, like I said, special features was the only one that was weird. I had to bind that to special feature string. Error handling all the way down to the button that is at the bottom of the page if you do get an error that will allow you to go back to add film. So here we go. Title. We're just going to make something up. Off to the races. We'll make up something off to the races. Description. A movie about, or a story about horse racing and the horses that run the race. Release year, we're going to say that's 2001. Language ID, you can see here, we can pick between these 6 languages. I'm just going to pick English. Rental duration, we'll set that to 3 for 3 days. Rental rate, 4 for $4. Length, we'll do 1.1 for 1.1 hours. Replacement costs, we'll say $20. And down here for rating, you see we got G, PG, PG-13, R, NC-17. So we're going to pick PG-13 because I don't imagine a movie with this kind of content would be anything different. And we'll just say that this has all of the features because this movie is really about horse racing and they want you to know it all. We're going to click Save. New film added successfully. We can go back to Manager, and there we are. We're right back to our home screen. And we can navigate from there to do any of the things that we've shown so far. And so, yeah, now we are going to check to see if it did in fact add the movie. The title was Off to the Races. So let's try that. And there we go. It did find it. Off to the Races is in the title. In the titles that are included in the database, so that movie did get added along with all of the other data.